Miss Tom's here. Today we're talking about constant rate of change, also heard as constant rate of proportionality. Constant rate of proportionality is a constant ratio of two variables that are related proportionally. You will see it in the equation y equals kx. Y and x are usually variables that are given to us, and k is what we are trying to figure out. Okay, so you're probably going to see it in a table. Tables are written either horizontally or vertically. It can be written either way, and you solve them both the same exact way. Okay, so in this table, we have our x values. They're represented by the time that someone worked, or h. So we have 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours in this table. Our y values are represented by the total wage or price that that person was paid for those hours worked. So for 1 hour, they got $8. For 2 hours, they got $16. And for 3 hours, they got $24. The way we figure out our constant of proportionality, or k, is to divide our y values by our x values. Okay, so in this one, we took our 8, our y value, and divided it by our 1. So 8 divided by 1 gave us 8. So our k here would have been 8. And it works any way that you do it throughout the table, as long as you divide the y value by the corresponding x value. So 16 divided by 2 gives us 8. 24 divided by 3 also gives us 8. So our constant here, k, is 8. You could also see this in a graph. Okay, so when you have the graph, it will look something like this. This is the graph of this same exact table. Nothing's changed except for it's written differently as a graph instead of a table. So here we have our hours worked, or time worked by hours. So 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. And then here we have our wage, how much the person was paid, 8, 16. Let's skip counting by 8 because they were paid in the amount of $8 per hour. Okay, so your graph, it must go through the origin. It has to have the point 0, 0 on it. So if we worked 1 hour and we got $8, that would mean that if we worked 0 hours, we would get $0. It has to go through 0, 0. Okay, so our k would represent the slope of the line. So for every hour, they got $8. Every hour, they got $8. Every hour, they got $8, and so on and so forth. So k represents the slope of the line. It's going up $8 every hour that they worked.